Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie. Today's video is a little bit of a departure from what I usually do. I've done favorites videos in the past, but this is one I wanted to do because I want to do what am I thankful for / enjoying in this season of life. I wanted to do it because the world is kind of gone crazy. There's lots of stuff in the news, and I was just feeling heavy about it, and I thought, you know what, I just need to do something that's a little bit different than what I usually do. I hope that you are enjoying the different background. I know the light is kind of playing a little bit, so I'm going to try not to move. But this is my favorite corner in my house, especially when the sun is shining. It's a really blustery day outside today, and so but the sun is shining, and I just thought I would talk to you about some of the favorite things that I have. I have a list down here that I am going to be referencing just so that I don't forget anything. And the first thing that I wanted to share was I'm really thankful for and enjoying our local thrift store. It's called the Tilly. It was named after the lady who kind of started it. And one of the things that I got was this really awesome, completely fall perfect shirt. It's of course a plaid, but they had a bag sale, and so I got so much of these plaid shirts that you will enjoy over the course of watching the videos that I put together. But my favorite color is blue, and I've never seen quite a shirt just like this, and so I was very excited to find it, and I was like, I have to do the favorites video in this shirt. Another thing that I've really enjoyed from the Tilly was some of my fall boots. These were all $4 each, and there's nowhere where prices can be beat, and you can just watch for different things. And so this was one of the things that I'm really thankful for and enjoying, that not everybody has available to them. But it's always really nice when you get some like boots and stuff like that that are just make you feel fall. The next one is I went and bought some fake flowers. Now, I'm not somebody who necessarily, I do Christmas really big when I decorate the house and stuff, but I don't have a lot of time and energy for doing like Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day and all of those kind of things, spring and summer and stuff. And so when I happen to see something at the Tilly, for instance, or I see something at Dollarama that I really like, I've been doing just a little touch here and there. So I have this one vase. I'm gonna reach out for everything, and it's probably gonna mess with the lighting again, but I got this vase from a friend. Just, I think you can see it. But I don't usually show that side very often because I was like, well, it kind of dictates pink. And so I got these, what do you call them? My brain is gonna forget the word now. Eucalyptus, there we go. I got these off of Temu. Really enjoying that, especially their flower selection, their crafting section. I know some people have had difficulty with them with electronics and stuff, and then I found these more fall-ish flowers at the Dollarama that just came into town. We got a new store. My Darian calls it the new bargain shop because the bargain shop used to be there. But I've just really been enjoying this like fall-ish, white with nice brown, and then of course the blue with yellow. It's just me, and just having this little splash of color in my space, which is really full because it's, does triple, quadruple duty, is really nice, and I've really enjoyed that. And then I got these ones from the Tilly during the bag sale, and they keep dropping their things. I might have to pull a hot glue gun and glue them. But I was thinking these for the winter, and for Christmas, maybe with like a bluish green eucalyptus, or maybe some like fake pine branches from Temu is gonna look really, really good with these. But they're really, really tall and just adorable, as my son would say. I was just so excited to find them and to get them on the bag sale. I was like thrilled beyond measure. So I'm gonna put those down. The next thing that I wanted to chat about was my real flowers. I have two zones in my house where I have flowers. So these are flowers. They're not flowering right at the moment. They had a purple bloom on it not that long ago. But my plants. So whoever told me that I had picked the right plant with this, I think it's called mother-in-law's tongue. There's a scientific name I cannot remember, but when she told me that these were good ones, she did not lie. I got it from IKEA and I was so excited. So I got this, and then a friend of mine gave me a cutting of one of her plants. Let the light adjust. And I'm so excited about this one because I just love it when you've got a friend. But this one, she doesn't have it in a place where it's by a window, and so I'm really excited because I can put it in my more shady spots and hopefully have like this lovely lovely green plant in a place, and it looks different than all my other plants. So I'm really excited about just the variety and the difference that I have. I was very excited. You can't really see it. I might try and move this one, but if you can, there is a bay leaf tree right here, and I am loving that. Isn't it lovely when you can sit in the window and look at your green plants and just feel the sun on your face? And like, there's nothing better. But this, my brain just went, the bay leaf tree, there we go. The bay leaf tree, isn't it awesome? Because it'll grow in a pot for a very long time, and you can treat it as if it's a bonsai tree, and I'm very excited about that. Plus, it's a usable one where you can pick the leaves off of whatever you're cutting, and then it can go back to, the kitchen, and I'm very excited about that. And so the next thing that I wanted to share with you was these little Dutch inspired pumpkins that I got. These I made, and I'm going to leave a link down below to the fella. The minute I saw them, I'm like, I need to do that. Again, I am not somebody who makes decorations specific to the seasons, fall, Halloween, none of that. Like, that's not my jam. I don't have time for that. But I am half Dutch, if you couldn't tell. And so I have a series of little Dutch. Yeah, but okay, one more minute, please. I have a series of little Dutch dishes that kind of look like this. And when I saw the pumpkins that were done, it was awesome, and I couldn't help but make them. So I went to our local Dollarama, found some little cheap ones. They're very light, but when they're decorated like this, you couldn't necessarily tell that they aren't more expensive or more heavy. And I loved these, and the nod to my history. So I will leave the link down below if you want to create yours. I did modify it. He wanted you to have like a tattoo paper for your printer. I just printed it out and then like decoupaged it on with glue, and that seemed to work really well. And then I just I put a layer of white paint on top. It's lovely. I just love it. We're almost at the end. We live in Alberta, Canada, so we're almost at the end of our fall colors, but I just wanted to give a huge shout out to like God's beauty. And like fall is one of my favorites. When I grew up in Ontario, that's like a riot of color. In Alberta, it doesn't have quite the variety, but I just was like, you know what, I can find little branches like this and enjoy that as well. And so I just wanted to shout out to God's amazing, amazing creation. Even if it's marred by sin and stuff, we have the ability to enjoy just the beautiful fall colors. And you know, when you know that a season of a long winter is going to come, and there's beautiful, what? Be adorable. Be adorable, be adorable. When you know that there is a long season of winter coming, I really enjoy the fall, but I also really enjoy when spring happens. And there's beauty in winter as well, but it's just one of those things where this just makes me very happy, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm thankful for it. I did want to share about, this is completely non-sponsored by anybody or anything that I've talked about, just in case you needed to know that, but I've really enjoyed getting things like the craft supply type things from Temu. These are the washi tape stuff, and I've got wide bands for my girls as we're doing Gather Around Homeschool, and so I've been binding things, and I'll show you that in a minute. But it's one of the things that I've really enjoyed buying from them because it's fairly inexpensive. You can get a lot excuse me, you can get a lot for your dollar, and I've really enjoyed that. Sorry, excuse me. And so I've really been enjoying that. I also wanted to share this tacky glue. That's what I've been using for binding our books, and then the washi tape. So this is definitely something that I'm really enjoying as well. I've been using something else. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, you've seen the book that I've been using. But this I've been feeling like it might be a better way of doing it, and just a way to like breathe new life into our homeschool. It's not the same old, and I think the girls are enjoying that as well. The last couple things I wanted to share were things like, I'm just really thankful that God is sovereign. And if you are, you know, following the news or watching the news, which I very rarely do, but I want to be informed so that I can pray specifically for the people who are suffering. I've just been really standing on the solid rock that God is sovereign. He is in control despite what evil men do. And I can rest in that knowledge that He is allowing it for a reason, even if it makes no sense to me. And so I really wanted to share that as the days have been clicking by. Just feeling like, Lord, what should I do? How can I help? And He's just really laid it on my heart that He is in control, and this hurts Him just as much as, you know, it is heavy on our hearts. And the last thing that I'm thankful for and that I'm enjoying is that there is power in prayer. There's power in prayer. And it doesn't always feel like you're doing something, but praying and asking God to be with people. And it's hard sometimes because you're like, well, what do I pray for? But we can all put ourselves in the position that these people have been through, and know just that they need God's presence in their lives like nothing else. So it also puts in perspective often, not that we should be like comparing sorrows necessarily, but it puts in perspective just, you know, sometimes we carry things that we don't necessarily need to carry, or we worry about things that wouldn't necessarily be, you know, important if you're going through something traumatic. And sometimes there are things that you do absolutely need to carry, but it puts it in perspective that maybe, you know, it's gonna be okay and that God's got it covered, sort of thing. So I don't know. I just, like I said, this video was out of my just feeling really heavy about what was going on in the world, and I wanted to really be thankful for the life that I have, the things that I have, even if they're cheap things from a thrift store, or things that I've made or whatever. But I want to thank the Lord for the things that I have, and enjoy them in this time of relative peace for us. And then also thank Him for the ability to pray for those who need it. And yeah, I just thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you've enjoyed my little warm, cozy corner, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.